we live? Yes, we are live. Apologies. I don't know what happened there. If we might have actually went live before I opened the camera. That could have been an issue. That. Hi, Evie.
I forgot you were going live.
You forgot I was going live. Where are you going? Look at my new light. Let's change that orange glow to even more orangey. Does that make me look a little bit sick? Or is that a little?
It's really weird in here.
It smells really weird. Of like what?
Like pee.
Oh, thanks, Evie. I'm like live on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Turn on the light and close the door. Well, Chris, how's it going? Guys, you're very welcome to Friday Night Live. Evie, close the door. Yeah, why not? Get it done. I am finding that my
Rusty.
it's rusty. I'm going to change that light now. It's very bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts my eyes.
It hurts your eyes. It hurts my face. Is that better? How's that? Tom, how's it going? How's that? Is that better? I have changed the light location. I have put the light above the camera. So technically, no, yes. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Excellent. Look, guess what we're into in this house?
Don't tell them. Just wait.
Oh, here comes trouble. Here comes trouble.
Here comes water.
Hello, Bruno. Hello, Bruno. Hello, Bruno. Yes, guys. So you are very welcome to Friday Night Live at Woolys. It is December. That is crazy. It's absolutely crazy that is absolutely December. So let me just move this over. The camera's in the wrong place, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
The fans.
Oh no! Biscuits. It's not biscuits.
Oh, biscuits.
Ah, biscuits. There's
like
no German. There's no German short-haired pointers in.
Bruno.
No,
there isn't.
In whatever the blue. Hello, Bruno.
No.
He's going to try and get up my knee. I can feel it. Chris, you're back, are you?
If you don't like bluey, blues can be under your bed tonight.
Doing what? Probably going poop. Probably pooping under somebody's bed. Hey, Bruno. Yeah, Bruno doesn't like it when somebody else gets more attention than he does. No, right, Bruno. No, stop. No, enough. Oh, I know. You see, he wants to get up on my knee. He only wants to get up on my knee because I'm talking to you and I'm not talking to him. The fundraiser is here. Where would you, Bruno? Get out of there!
No.
Get out of there! Oh, he opened that so easy. Get down the stairs, you big brute, you. Everything turned off in there.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Go on downstairs, Evie. So the fundraiser is we're just going to have to bore Evie to death. So pick up that box that he knocked in the ground. The fundraiser technically only started today, but I had pre what is the word? People had pre-donated about 150 euros already. So maybe I will put the 150 sterling, I think. I'm not sure. Just give me a second. I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to put it up on the page for you. So what?
Dad?
Yes, Evie.
Didn't you do like a thing and it said like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J? And the first one was like axe or something.
Yeah, that was a long
time What was that about?
It was the A to Z of I don't know what I'm doing here. Hang on a second. I'm on the wrong page. That was like the A to Z of firewood tools or something, wasn't it? Who remembers? Who remembers?
Remember we went on to YouTube and watched ourselves, like
I know
so we said something and then like a second later it didn't say what we said.
Yes.
That was so weird.
That was crazy.
Cry. That was cry.
Right, I can't find the link. Oh, I know where it is. I have it separately here. Okay.
See, I designed your first page. I'm so good at
That's too much.
the first page.
Hang on, Evie.
I look really weird.
There's one, I think, guys. I know, and Tom, it was what happened to the light? Why is the light gone so blue? It was the same yesterday. It was. I had to do it yesterday morning, just for the crack, just to sort of get myself into the groove. I have been doing it a lot, but not as much, not as often as I was.
Duracell.
Yes. I actually was. Oh, why did that just happen again?
Because it hates you.
Because it hates me. You're right.
See, I'm always right. You're black. You're black.
Stop, baby.
There we go.
Hello, Zachary. How is it going? Look, that last link. That's the hat. That's the bobble hat that everybody's commenting on and asking me about. That is how you can buy one. I don't know what way it would work with shipping to the States and stuff like that. It could work out quite expensive. I think they're about £10 sterling, £12 sterling. But all that money would go directly to the hospice. That's nothing to do with me whatsoever. I'm just sharing their link. They were nice enough to give me one of those hats to wear when I'm dipping. But it's quite a nice hat. I like it.
Dad.
Yeah, hang on, Evie. Everlong's on my list. It's actually top of my list. Look, I was learning it on the guitar, but it's all drop D tuning and technical stuff like that I'm not really up on. But I was getting it. Why does it change? Maybe it's because I have it up so high away from the thing. But I am a big Foo Fighters fan. Big Foo Fighters fan. Huh? What are you doing?
I have an almost perfect fold.
Oh, well done. Almost perfect.
Nearly. Just an inch.
Endless rain. Well, it is cold, Chris. It is so cold. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, guys. It is a big birthday in our house tomorrow as well. Not mine. So we're actually away off all day tomorrow.
To Belfast.
The Belfast. So Lily's the oldest girl is 14. No. Right, come on then. Come on. Look at this crack. There you go. Where's the puppy? Who's my little puppy? Who's my little puppy who never was a little puppy with us? Come on then. If you're coming up, come on. Well, he has to do it at least once, doesn't he? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Get that paw. Come on. Oh, there you go. There you go. Up. And there he is. He's up. No. No. That's a good puppy. There you go. Somebody should be screenshotting this, the love affair between this man and his dog. Bruno, why do you do it? Why? Don't! Bruno! That's enough now.
Cheeky dog.
Cheeky mare. Oh, look at the mess he made. Bruno, that's enough now. You wrecked the place. You knocked all the stuff out of my box. You're in trouble. You know you are. There's no point pinning them dobby ears back for me. And he's away. Now he's away. He just causes absolute mayhem. And then he just goes. What is it, Evie?
Tell them what the elves are.
So, guys, like a lot of yous, we had an overnight visitor last night. Now, be aware, Evie is here with us as well before this goes any further. And so what happened last night is that the elves turned up. Dun, dun, dun. The elf on the shelf, or the elves on the shelves, whatever way you want to put it. What did the little
Timmy.
scamps? What did the little scamps do in our house last night? They ate an entire.
My one ate a whole entire advent calendar, and Lily's one ate one.
A whole advent calendar.
I hate you, Timmy. I hate you.
Big grumpy head now. Big grumpy head. Yeah, the whole advent calendar.
Yeah, the whole entire one. I think.
Yes,
stupid.
Pat. I am
It's
not.
gone.
I am not going live from the tub. Definitely not. It is. I think it's probably going to be about -3 here tonight. -3 Celsius. So I don't know what's -3 Cel in Fahrenheit. Hang on.
If you do a dip, like if you go live in the tub, you'll probably freeze.
It'll be 26 degrees Fahrenheit for you guys.
You get hypothermia. Die.
Yeah. So 26 degrees. I don't know. I think that the closest I might get to going live for you is that I might actually do here, take that away. I might actually do live some morning. I might go out and just turn on the mobile phone and get into it live, something like that. But that would be 6 o'clock in the morning for us, which I'm not sure what time that would be for you guys there. Plenty of hot coffee. Well, this is the thing. The coffee is not recommended.
Where is it from?
It's not recommended. Well, guys, shout out. Where's everybody from? Evie wants to know. All 7 of you crazy fools who's on watching this tonight. Where are you from? Do you see Thor? Thor in his Hulk busting suit. I must take Thor and put him into my car.
Yeah.
Put him on my on my bonnet. Where is everybody from? Come on.
Hurry up.
Then you can do this. Look. You can't see that. Doesn't work at all. That was just an absolute waste of time. So you can spin his head round and he has lightning eyes.
Yeah, because he's gonna zap you.
Because he's going to zap you with his lightning power.
No Vecna powers.
With his Vecna powers, because he is Vecna now.
He's
apparently.
Vecna 11.
So yes, so this is the crack. So the dipping is tough, and I'm not going to pretend it's not. It's hard to do. You spend a lot of time thinking about it when you're not doing it. So I'll go to bed tonight and I will be going to myself, oh, Jesus, I have to get up in the morning and get into this. So Zachary is in Pennsylvania, not Transylvania. You're not a vampire, Zachary. Yes, Benjamin, as with all Lego, and it will move around the house to find you as well. So it's always you always got to watch out for it. Chippy, how's it going?
Dad, does what you call him? Diesel Man still do it?
Sometimes.
What?
Cutting frozen roads, eh? With what? With a snowplow? That's Chippy. Chippy, where are you? Let everybody shout out where you're from. We only have Zachary in at the minute telling us. There's 9 of you guys on there. Let me know where everybody is from so Evie has an understanding of the worldwide brotherhood that is Woolys World. See what I did there? See that? New Jersey? Pat?
Oh, whoa.
Is that New Jersey?
What does it say on it?
NJ.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Or maybe Pat just got a New Jersey. Did you get a New Jersey? So, what has been going on this week? Well, do you know... Oh, I get it. Yes. So Tom is in County Antrim. She's only up the road. We'll be in Antrim tomorrow, Tom. Oh, I get it. So I know what a shear is. It's like it reaches up into the trees and then it cuts. It just shears off the branch. It's like a big pair of scissors, basically. Okay. Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that is in Canada, isn't it, Chippy?
Whoa.
Oak, Ash, and Thorn. He's in Exmoor, and that is in England, Evie. Yes, NJ is New Jersey.
There's the monster.
I'm very thirsty tonight. Hey, Bruno. You back up for more mayhem? Really? Really? Yeah. He's back up for more mayhem. Daisy Chain, where is KY? Is that Kentucky? Kentucky? What comes from Kentucky, Evie? Fried chicken!
I was going to say a
Spawn.
different thing.
What were we going to say?
Horse blankets.
Horse blankets? Do horse blankets?
There's really expensive horse blankets.
Northwest Fisherman, how's it going? Yes, Daisy Chain is from Kentucky. Bruno is from Germany. Aren't you, Bruno? What is this? What is this? Okay, I know what it is. I'm not giving him attention. If I don't give him attention, he comes up and helps me. So what has been happening this week? I don't remember. Monday I went swimming, as I do every Monday. Hello, Bruno. Tuesday, we went on a big... What ultra tarps? You'll have to refresh me, Daisy. There we go, Bruno. Like, you're up. Now, relax. Just sit still. Sit still. I don't understand. I don't understand why you do this when every other time I'm on my seat, you ignore me. Don't push away from me. Don't push away. Don't. No.
I spelled slobbers.
Slobbers. Jesus. He's a goat.
Slobb.
No, Daisy Chain, I didn't actually. Say it again, Evie.
Slobb.
ERS. Oh, I get it.
Julie, happy birthday. What the heck? Happy birthday. Hugs and Bruno Slobbers, Evie. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's all your Sharpies back.
What?
This is on the front cover. 14.
Did you just make that? Check that out. Evie just made for Lily's birthday. Yeah, okay, look, I should not be looking at tarps while I'm live streaming. Candy, how's it going?
Article cut. What? Oh.
Send the link, Candy, work away.
It's going to go.
Bob, how's it going? Pint of Guinness with your tea, or pint of Guinness for your tea, as we would do in Ireland a lot, because it is considered a food group here. Aaron, no camp on tomorrow. There's no Saturday camps on at all. There's Aaron, Evie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. So, sailing to Byzantium.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Like you're doing that like right now, this minute?
Me.
No. Or...
By William Butler Yeats.
Oh, I thought they were to like sailing to
No Country for Old Men. No, I have never, ever. It seems good, Daisy, but my problem here is that if I get stuck into searching for something online, I will end up. You will basically have a live stream of me like this. Yeah, fish and chips is good. I don't know what that is, Pat. What's a blue duck? What is a blue duck? Remember, Evie's here as well, Aaron. Be nice. Be nice. Guys, everybody say hello to Aaron. Aaron is one of my long-term bushcrafters, and he has been coming to Red Branch Bushcraft every Saturday for how long, Aaron, do you think? How long do you reckon it is?
8.
8. Yes, that long. Yeah, he's been coming for a few weeks, definitely for a few weeks. Evie, you're leaning on this, and the camera is on that. So every time you lean on this, the camera goes like this. Look. The dinosaur's going to fall down.
It's actually my dinosaur.
Not that dinosaur.
That one's fine. That one's fine.
They're my dinosaurs now. That's my fault. You were throwing it away, and I rescued it. Shay, how's it going, buddy? So it is. So I went on a big firewood excursion on Tuesday.
That's not how you spell Wally.
So
Wally.
It's not called. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the Red Bull thing. Yes. Is it called flute tag? I don't think that's what they call it here. It's flood tag or something. And you have to build a plane that flies over water. So me and John says we're going to go get some firewood. There's an ash tree down on somebody's land, and he said that we can have it. And I was like, right, let's do this. So I was away on Monday, but on Tuesday I got all my gear together. So I'm there Tuesday morning, get all my saws sharpened, all three saws, my user saws, and I get them ready to rock. Out the door, go pick up John, head over to this big ash tree. It was only this size. It was only about 9 inches, and it was already cut up. We just had to lift it up and put it in the back of the truck. It took us an hour. I was away, and I had all my cameras ready, and I was away for 4 or 5 hours cutting at least. You know, I had all my petrol and everything all ready to rock. But no, it didn't go. Yeah, that's what it is. It is, Tom, isn't it? It's something like that.
Why did Brenda go? Holy back.
Flug tag. That's what it is. Yes, flug tag. Yeah, it's mental looking. It's one of these things that comes up on my thing all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that I watch. Close. Okay. Yes. It's a Red Bull thing, isn't it? Guys, some of you guys are going to get an advert, so it's coming now. Where exactly am I? I'm in Ireland, Daisy. No. Yeah. We don't tell everybody exactly where we are. This is Cooter. Cooter.
The biggest, fattest dog.
This is Cooter, and we have a song about Cooter, and we took her to the vet, and the vet said that she was too fat. We said she's not too fat. She's not fat at all. And then we remembered the song that we wrote about her, and it goes like this: she's got a big fat belly and skinny feet. She looks a little bit like a sheep. She's Cooter. That's Cooter. Yes. So a 562 XP sounds nice, Bob. Sounds really, really nice. And I have been flirting with the 5 series. I probably would have got one, but I tell you what happened is that then life got in the way and spent all my money on me. So I was thinking, but probably a 550. I don't think I would have went up to a 562 when I have the 365. It doesn't really seem any point in having one similar to the 365, if you understand what I mean. You've been to an airport in Ireland, in Dublin. In Dublin, yeah, Ireland's nice. It's wet. It's wet and damp. It's a wet and damp place, like the Pacific Northwest of America. It's not. We're not Evie. So we don't have a lot of cold. It's cold at the minute and dry, but we don't might maybe get a week of that in the winter. But no, it's wet. People, they call it the Emerald. Ireland is called the Emerald Isle because it bloody rains all the time. That's why the grass is so lush and green, because there's everything soaking all the time. Hi, Brett. Good to see. Get this. Come on. I don't need all that stuff piled up on my desk. Good. Why are you here?
Because I want you to love me.
The breath stinks.
Give
No,
me
Evie, stop
I
it.
need the dinosaur.
No.
Not the dinosaur.
No, you're not putting that on a dinosaur. So, but when I was there, when we were looking at all these, when we were picking up this tree, there's a little like scrape the moss off your car tomorrow. Yeah, I got my yoke washed today, and there was moss coming off the windows. You poor man, poor man. Evie, don't do that on the stairs. I asked you not to do that on the stairs. It's like I got the off-road tires on the truck, right? And I got the off-road tires on the truck, and Red Branch is saturated with rain, and it's just so muddy. It's so muddy, it's bloody ridiculous. And when you come out of Red Branch and you turn up the road, you can, the mud's going hitting up in the wheel arches, and you can see it skating out the side of the wheels when you're driving. And I went and I got it washed today, and I got it underwashed as well. I get it underwashed a couple of times a year. I'm not great about it, but I got, you drive up in the ramps, and I just went to you, man. I says, look, I am really sorry. There's like 3 weeks of mud caked up in under there just for me driving. Never mind all the other crap that I'm getting picked up on the road with, but but I got it washed, put it through the machine. Cooter, are you happy? Cooter would go home with you. She'd go home with anybody here. If you had a way to press a button, Cooter would get up and go with you, wouldn't you, Cooter? But she doesn't like being up like this. She's not great. All right, Cootsy, we'll put you down. Oh, down you go. Go on. Go on. She doesn't even like going downstairs. She has a habit of falling down them. All right, Cooter. Cooter grew up. This is the first house that Cooter's ever lived in. Has stairs. All right, Cootsy. But anyway, where was I? Distracted by children and dogs. Yeah, so there I was with all my saws ready to rock. Cooter's parents were called Roscoe and something else. They were named after characters in Dukes of Hazzard, and that's why Cooter is called Cooter. It wasn't until after I named Cooter that people started telling me that Cooter meant something else if you're in America. And I went, I don't think so. I don't think that's right. So I had to go to Google, and yes, it's right, Cooter. So I stand at the back of my house shouting for Cooter. I don't get that one. Oh yeah. So anyway, we're in this little enclosure, a little paddock type. Probably used to be an orchard of some description. Got sort of a high wall, but the wall is like a ditch, and growing out of this wall the whole way along is about 50 ash trees, and they're all dying. They all have dieback, and they're all ours if we want them. If we fall down, one of them was massive, like hello Bruno, like the width of from here to the, it's like 6 to 8 foot wide. It was it was a triple stemmer, but it was massive, and somebody had burnt a fire on one side of it and everything. So it just not a tree that I would be cutting down. It's a tree that you let the winter take down. Do you know what I mean? So and then you just cut it up and take it away. But no serious lumps of trees. And they had they had cramp balls on them as well. So I don't know if you guys get cramp balls in the States. Do you know what cramp balls are? I actually have a box of them right here. Pat, do you know what cramp balls are? Very distinctive. Once you see the inside of them, they're very, very distinctive. These are good ones. I found these. I actually found these live on camera. I found they're very distinctive in that. Yes, off a tree. These are what we call cramp balls. They're also called King Alfred's cakes, guys. And this is a mushroom that grows on a tree like this, and it doesn't have any stem or anything. It just grows flat, and they're quite hard. And basically, I'm not going to do this here. So basically, you put a spark on this from a ferro rod or a flint and steel, okay, and this will smolder and start to burn like the ember you get in a bow drill, but an ember that will just keep consuming. So it'll consume this whole thing if you let it. But you can break this off. Once you get a spark on it, you can break this off. Tom, where are you getting them? Are you getting them from beech trees or are you getting them from ash trees? I find there's a massive difference in the size. Look at that one, sure. Really? Leave them for a while. I have an ash tree where I got all these ones from, and the ash tree is dead and it is down and it's a big monster tree. And I have been watching it for 3 years, right? And it's only in the last year that it has produced decent enough cramp balls. Cooter, can you not go downstairs? So basically what happens, guys, is you put a spark on this and it'll just start to glow and glow. It smokes quite a bit. The guys, I've seen guys in England where they have a lot of them. They will put a spark on this and they will wrap this in moss and put it downwind, and it'll blow smoke through the moss. Combined with this will slowly blow smoke through your campsite, and it is a natural insect repellent. Now, it's very good for lighting fires, as in lighting birds' nests and stuff like that. So very, very handy thing. But you only find it on dead or dying ash trees around here. I have heard people say you get it on beech trees, but the only ones I've seen on beech trees have been little tiny things like this. Now you get horse hoof fungus and stuff like that on beech trees, but I've well, that will do it, Chippy. That will do it. But I have never been able to use horse hoof tinder the same way that you use that. I'm going to bring Cooter downstairs because she doesn't know how to get downstairs. Cooter, do you want to go down the stairs? Farts in here. A plasma lighter will do it, Chippy. Do you know what I mean? But if you don't want to step a wee bit further back in time, your cramp ball is the way to go. Very effective. Yes, Jonathan. Yeah. They're very effective and a very cool thing to show kids. Not quite as cool as birch bark, because they love that because you can tie in the whole Minecraft crack. You know what I mean? Like, because all kids know what birch bark is because they all play Minecraft. That's what I figured out. So, yeah, good to find, Jonathan. Hard to find here. I don't come across it very often. And what I actually see boys selling it on eBay, selling like 5 of them for a tenner. So £2 each, you know. So there you go. If you want to gather them all up, Jonathan, you could be a millionaire in 10 years. But, you know, handy thing. A handy thing. Oh, put that away. But I don't have much else crack. I haven't cut that ash up. We were talking last weekend. We talked a wee bit last week, didn't we? Did we talk about wood splitters? I have been using a wood splitter. You will be disgusted to hear I have been using a log splitter. I have catkins on my willow as well, Tom. I don't understand that as well. I saw that the other day and I was sort of thinking to myself, these shouldn't really be out. I thought they were a spring thing. Am I getting that wrong? Maybe not. I don't know. It's not like the weather has been any way warm or anything like that. So yes, Uncle John got a log splitter. So I was down using Uncle John's log splitter. Now, guys, I made a video about it. The video is not going to come out for nearly a month. At this stage, I think I am up to the 27th of December with videos. So there's a lot in the works there. And yeah, could be. What was it saying? Oh, guys, you're going to be blown away by this splitter. Blown away. My gosh. Look, I was impressed. It's no Easton made, but it is or a Wolf Ridge. It's a power one. You know what I mean? You plug it into the wall, where it goes. It was a Screwfix wood splitter, Titan from Screwfix, and we were splitting some of that wood, some of that cypress. It was an electric one. Not a bother. A very what is the word? A very relaxing experience. You just sit there and put wood in it and press a button. Yeah, split. Yeah, split. Yeah, split. No huffing and puffing and wheezing or any of that crack. But now your wood needs to be small. This is the thing. It's not going to be splitting any big huge rounds or anything like that. But no, your wood needs to be small. But Jesus, hey. It could be, Benjamin. What advice do I have for winter camping? Get a sleep system. Get a double, triple sleeping bag sleep system. Get a good bivy bag and get a really good ground mat. Candy, what are you thinking of sleeping in or on? What's the general consensus? Yeah, Tom. Yeah. Get a hotel with a hot tub and a sauna. I didn't go head to head on it, but I might do a wee fun video. I'll let John work away on it, and I'll split some wood for him. But it needs to be small. This is the thing. It worked very well. There was no issue with it at all. For the likes of somebody who's maybe not fit to close, Pat, close. For the likes of somebody who maybe is feeling the effects and not and not doesn't want to be swinging an axe anymore, man, this thing is handy. I would go tarp as well, Candy. I would be looking for some sort of a 4-season ground mat, plus an inflatable mattress of some description, like your Thermarest or something like that. I always recently, even in the summer, I will double mattress it. And I would make sure that I have a very good sleeping bag. Bivy bag will add a lot to your okay, put it like this. I don't go out without a bivy bag anyway, but a bivy bag will add a lot, you know, if you have a sleep system. What sleeping bags are you using? So do I, Tom. So do I, but I could definitely see the appeal in this. I could, you know, when we were using it, I had the cold. I wasn't feeling great. You know, if I had started swinging an axe at this stuff, I probably would have huffed and puffed a wee bit and not really done a very efficient job. But this thing, you literally just sat there and just pushed, you know, you lifted the rounds and put them in, pressed the button, split, chucked them in a pile, and it was nothing, right? You know when you split wood and it is taxing and you feel it, and you know, this was not this. You could have been sitting there reading the newspaper. Do you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't, because you had to be doing stuff, but it was that simple. It was that. No, I have only used one Stihl chainsaw. Where are you, Candy? Where are you? Whereabouts in the world? Ditch the military bag. Ditch it. And go for a sleep system, which would be a summer bag and a winter bag that tie in together to form a 4-season sleep system, and then has a bivy bag that goes over the top of it. It will change your life. My God. Either go for the MMSS system if you're in the States, or the Marine Corps improved system if you can get your hands on that. Or if you're in the UK, I would be looking at the British Army sleep system, which is made by Fesca, and I have looked at all those sleep systems on my other channel. Now, my other channel. Let me see. For those of you who don't know, I would be looking. Well, look, this is the way it works, Candy. If you have the money, the civilian gear is going to be better, right? The sleep systems are good, right? The British Army sleep systems are good, but the civilian version of it is better, which is made by Carinthia. But you're going to spend a lot of money on it. That's the thing. Unless you can go onto eBay and get yourself a Carinthia Defense 4 and a Carinthia Tropen bag, or do what I did. I bought a Carinthia Defense 4, and then I bought the British Army Summer Sleeping Bag, which is a copy of the Carinthia summer bag, and I tied it in. Because they tie in together. The woodland stuff is heavy, but it's big. It is big. When you put all that together, it is very big. But yeah, you're right. It's bomb-proof. Well, the British Army stuff is just as good, but it's not as big. So, as in, it's not as roomy when you're in the inside of it. Do you know what I mean? I have the MMSS system, and it's very comfy and it's very roomy, and you can roll over in it, and it's more like being in a blanket than being in a sleeping bag. The British system is good, and it works. It works. Make sure you have a decent bivy bag. Like when it's really cold and I'm not actually going anywhere, I have a Winchester bag, and I'll get into that. I don't know if you know what the Winchester bag is. Or Winchester, and that's like a real heavy duty canvas bag, and it is bomb proof, like absolutely bomb proof gear, like just unreal. I also have an outhouse swag, but I don't use that, and it is definitely not a hooped swag, but like a swag. It's supposed to have a mattress in it and stuff like that. But man, it is not as heavy duty as the Winchester one. I have a lot of gear. Jesus Christ. When I start listing it off, I have a lot of gear. I must sell some. He says. Yeah. And he never does. never does. Yeah. I'm testing this stuff at the minute, though. Oh. This is the what do you call this? This is the Vorstulika thermal gear. So I'm testing that on my other channel. And it's nice. I actually sometimes, and probably this winter, what I do is I have I have a Jervin bag. You guys know what a Jervin bag is, especially you USA guys. You know what a Jervin bag is. I have a Jervin bag, and I have the Varstalika equivalent of a Jervin bag, which is called a thermal something. I don't remember. And I will use that instead of a bivy bag. So because they are waterproof and windproof, and they are basically an insulated bivy bag that you can use as a sleeping bag in the summer, a waterproof sleeping bag. But what I do with it is I will take that instead of taking the inner bag that ties into it. Then I don't need to take a bivy bag and the inner bag, and I can just take that Jervin bag and get into it in my sleeping bag. Does that make sense? It's complicated shit there, like, but it works. It's very effective. I have gone out in the summer, no, in the autumn, in the spring, with the thermal bag and the summer bag, and it has been completely fine. It actually was my last camping trip. I have not been out in ages. But hopefully I'll be able to get out next week. School runs, you know. I use a combination. I have the Savoda mat, and I have a Thermarest, a Neo Air Light or something like that, or Neo Air or something. I can't remember, that Siobhan got me, and my wife, and I used them combined. But before I got the Savoda mat, I was using the Four Seasons British Army mat, because I have about 30 of them, 20 of them maybe, because I used them in my bushcraft school. And I used to be able to buy them for £3 each. Guys, you have another advert coming up. Jesus Christ. They are very good, but they're about £13 each. I have seen them for. They're very good, but I think there's a Dutch version that's better. I don't know what that is. What has a nice knockoff? See, I have to go to Google now. Oh. No, this is, I'll show you what this is. This is not, I don't use a self-inflating. I do use a oh, it's too big. I use a self-inflating mat, but I use the self-inflating mat on top of a closed cell pad. Ed, how's it going, buddy? I used to hunt. I have guns. I'm actually sort of not really happy with the quality of food that I eat anymore, so I am considering going for my deer stalking license. The problem with me and deer stalking, with Ireland and deer stalking in general, is that everything is miles away. You know, you're talking 2 hours drive to go stalk deer. I get it. Daisy Jane, can you post a link to what you're talking about there? No, I'm actually in the process of buying a deer. I'm going to get a deer. I used to eat a lot of venison, but we don't anymore, and it's just with the lurgy. What's the lurgy? Is that like some sort of pet name for your wife, Ed? There's 1 minute. The 1 minute lapse. You know, it just doesn't work for quick fire northern comedy. You see, it just doesn't do it. But no, it's something that I would be interested. You see, I don't know many people that deer stalk anymore. I used to be involved with the gun shop close to me, but that's all a little bit iffy. Oh, the lurgy. Ed, you should come down and get into. You should come down and get into my ice bath tomorrow morning. That'll fairly get the lurgy out of you. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get a full venison, probably a sika. And what I got to do then is I got to figure out, probably not figure out, but I'll probably take it to somebody to butcher it with me. I have butchered one before, but it was field butchery. So, you know, basically, just scroll down. Basically, it was, you know, cut it into 4 pieces so we can put it in our bags and carry it out. And it pretty much stayed in those 4 pieces. But, you know, I would like it. I do like venison. I'm not that big into other game at all. You know, I've eaten a lot of it, but no, I wouldn't be dying on rabbit, pheasant, any of that stuff. Duck is okay. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't really fish, but you know, it's hard to get the time, like, isn't it? If you're not completely dedicated to these things, it's hard to get the time. Bear, really? Jesus, I don't know about eating a bear now. Not for any like reason in that it's like a wonderful creature or anything like that, like it is, but a bear will eat anything. Like if a bear is eating carrion, you know, what diseases are in the bear? That's the way, like, from anything that I remember from all the books that I'd be reading, the SES Survival Handbook and all that stuff, you know, growing up and all these survival things, is that you don't eat a meat eater. Even we would have eaten a lot of stewed rabbit. We would have eaten a lot of rabbit in like paella and stuff like that. But I just wasn't a fan. It was like gamey chicken, you know. I would much rather eat a piece of chicken than eat a rabbit. Not anymore, Ed. Not anymore. I don't know if I'd be happy eating a bear. I've eaten some random stuff. Like I've done a lot of traveling. I'm sure I've eaten dog at some stage. I'm sure I have. But I've eaten ants and crickets and cooked, you know, and all these different things. But I don't know if I'd eat a bear. I actually, we were in South America and we were given chicken feet, and the South Americans were all like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they give you the chicken foot," and I was like, "I'm not eating that. that's rotten." I was like, this big plate of like chicken and rice with a big chicken's claw like sitting on top of it like that. I was like, "I'm not eating that." Your man was like, "Give me it." He was like, chewing all the bits off it and everything. I was like, "Oh, no, I can't." You know, and I never really turned my nose up at food before. I think maybe in the same, they had given me pig's trotters or something as well. Had they given me pig's trotters? Did that happen somewhere else? Like, you think about the stuff that you eat when you're drunk, right? You would eat anything. You know, you think about what they're sticking into a kebab that drunk people are eating at 3 o'clock in the morning on the street. Wood pigeon, actually, we used to eat a fair bit of wood pigeon, a fair bit. We were eating that wood pigeon more than anything else. My Uncle John was shooting a lot of pigeon and we were eating it, just the breasts now. And they are nice. They are very, very nice. And they are strangely like liver, like lamb's liver, but they're nice. Flash fried them in a little bit of butter and garlic. Yeah, they were nice, and ding, ding, spitting the shot out of them and everything. No, pigeon is definitely something. Like if we shot a pigeon, I would take it home. Well, Ed, we were eating them and they tasted like lemon. So when you ate them, there was a crunch and then a pop and like a lemon. It's the citric acid in them. But one pigeon. No, I really feel like I should get more game. It's getting the time. And this is the thing. There's no wildlife here anymore. There's nothing to shoot. There's everything is farmed up its own ass. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just so much agriculture here. There's no wild land. There's nowhere for the birds to go anymore. There's nowhere for the rabbits. There's no rabbits in any of the fields here for miles around. You know, and I don't know whether it's myxomatosis or if it's man-made. Do you know what I mean? I know myxomatosis is man-made. No, I eat it fresh, Ed. Eat it fresh. Always eat it fresh. I am not big into hanging food, to tell you the truth. I shot a pheasant once and I ate it straight away. I actually ate it that day, and I mustn't have cooked it right. It was as dry. It was rank. I was like, what? I don't get it. But I shot it. I plucked it. I gutted it and did all that stuff. Stuck it in the oven, cooked it, and I was like, no. I mean, Ma would talk about them, you know, hanging a pheasant until the head nearly falls, or until the pheasant nearly falls on the ground from the weight of, you know, like that's a decomposing body you're eating. Do you know what I mean? No. Salted beef cheek. No. Our delicacy here is like 10 pints of Guinness and a pack of potato crisps. Irish and English food are very, very similar. Yeah, Ed, a neighbor of mine here ferrets, you know, so, and he was telling me that he was actually the guy that gave us the ferret that we had, because it had, I don't know if any of you guys remember Toothless, the ferret. It had gone off hunting. It didn't hunt anymore. It would just go into the burrows and just go to sleep. So it was a bit of a liability, and he had to dig it out of a burrow once and stuff like that. So, and it had happened a couple of times. So he gave us the ferret, and what happened is that he was telling me that there was this place that he went to where it would have been like maybe 2 miles of big double ditches, and there would be hundreds of rabbits. And he said he hadn't been there in a couple of months, and he went back and it was gone. There was nothing. Sorry, the ditch wasn't gone. Everything was there as it should be, and there wasn't a single rabbit left. And the man says, he met this boy who had hunted with him, and he says, there's myxomatosis. He says, in one week, all those rabbits were dead. Yeah, that was my mistake, Ed. I should have put bacon on it. I should have put streaky bacon on the outside of it. I since looked up a recipe. Now, a haunch of venison is something that I would eat. Love it. Big haunch of venison. Stick it in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes. Coat it in herbs and stuff. Don't cook it for long because there's no fat in it, so it dries out very well. Or even better, chuck it in the slow cooker. Oh my God, it's so amazing. So amazing. See, when I was involved in the shop, you'd be in there and he'd be like, you want some burgers? And he'd show you like a pack of burgers, venison burgers that he had made himself. There's a red haunch, you know, there's a fallow haunch or something like that. And off we would go and eat it. And I have to say, red deer is very nice. Now, you guys in the States are really lucky because you have elk. Now, when I was in Montana, I had a lot of elk. That was pretty much the red meat that we ate. I didn't like the beef because we were staying in people's houses, and these people all hunted. They all had fridges full of venison, full of elk, mostly freezers full of elk, and so we ate a lot of elk. My God, that is nice stuff. Nice stuff, Bud. How's it going, buddy? And so if I could get elk, it would be good. The elk are a massive animal. My God almighty. Like, we have red deer, and they're our biggest deer. But I see now, I saw a report that they're actually going to reclassify certain species of deer in the south of Ireland because they are such a plague, they're such a vermin, so that you could reclassify them as vermin. Is there no venison up at you, Ed? Is there no reds up at you? Yeah, so they're going to reclassify Sika deer in the south of Ireland as vermin. So that means that there is no limit on them and there is no season. So you can shoot a Sika deer at any time. They have a big wild population, a big, like a what is the word? Like a heritage herd of red deer in Killarney, in Kerry, and they're breeding with Sika deer, and and this is what's happening. So, guys, there's a dog stuck somewhere. No, I'm gonna have to do it. Yes, that's what it was. The EU wants to reclassify them as an alien species because there's so many of them. And I remember being down in Wicklow. Thank you. Or did Bruno do that himself? I remember being down in Wicklow and they were actually on about how much damage that they were doing. And Bud, is that 5 deer for a year? Per year per person, or only if you have tags? If there's farm venison up there, Ed, there has to be wild venison because they don't stay in the farms for long. I know. I've read all about it. We had a small boar population here as well that was very, very hush hush, and then it disappeared. And they actually reckon that they were released. And we have people saying now, wow, whitetail is as big as an elk. Really? I didn't think they were that big now. 5 deer per year. 5 deer per year is quite a lot. Like if I was to shoot a deer, right, first things first, I'm not going to be on my own when I'm doing it, right? So you're going to split it, right? So just say, for example, I was out with somebody else. We shot 2 deer, right? 2 reds. Reds are monsters. They're nearly the size of a cow, right? That is serious meat. Serious meat. Never mind the work that's involved in butchering it and hauling it out and getting it away and processing it and freezing it and doing all that stuff with it. Yes, that is like a year's worth of meat, like big time for 1 day's work. There's a massive reward for that. So, and hunting is something I've always done my entire life. And it's only in the last couple of years that I've actually got away from it. Actually, the more I got involved in, the more guns I got, the less hunting I did. Right. They're talking about eliminating them, like really going heavy on them in the Highlands of Scotland because they do so much damage. And this is the same in Wicklow. So believe it or not, you can have so much deer in somewhere that's only 2 hours away from here, but there's only a very small amount of them here. I don't get that. Why are they not everywhere? I'm subscribed to him. If he's the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm probably subscribed to him on Woolys World or on Red Branch Bushcraft. Nice. No, Peppy, no ice cream for you. You're a bad boy. I fancy it. The problem being is that I have very little downrange time on my big rifle, on any of my rifles lately. And this is the thing. You need somewhere to shoot these big rifles. So you don't have that. I don't have a 200 200-meter place where I can go shoot a 308 rifle. It's just you see, you know, and there's nothing here to stop them. This is it. So there's nothing to stop them from destroying the place. Like they brought in, like there's a park in the middle of Dublin called the Phoenix Park, and it's a big green area, and it's full of fallow deer, full of them. And they brought in the Army Rangers to shoot them because there's so many of them. You know what I mean? And they're just destroying, they're attacking people and everything. And I know that you guys are having the same issue with boar in the New Forest as well over in England. And, you know, and there's certain places in England where there's just thousands of deer, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of them, where people are just smashing their cars all the time. But besides Wicklow, we don't have anywhere like that. I don't think. But anyhow, guys, that is all that we have time for here on this Friday Night Live at Woolys. I would like to say, I know, imagine those wild boar here. Little wild sausages running about the place with their bacons and all. Oh, imagine with their crackling bellies and all that deliciousness. It would be amazing. Blasting them with a 308. Chopping them in half. But first thing I would need to do is I would need to improve my marksmanship. I would need to start shooting again. No, Ed, there is nowhere. There's nowhere. I would need, like, I have lots of permission to shoot on people's land, but it's the range and the backdrop and the power of the rifle and stuff like that. So yeah, the estate has a bad. I'm actually subscribed to that guy, the helicopter hunter. Have you ever seen those guys? They go out in Texas and they shoot the hogs from the helicopters, and it just looks like so much fun. So much fun. Anywho, guys, thank you everybody for watching. I've got some chainsaw videos for you on Sunday. The compact tractor is still going ahead. And the original company who I was in contact with about the compact tractor maybe about a year ago, who is a company called, as far as I remember, they are called Avenger Tractors, or they used to be called Avenger Tractors, and they have changed their name now to, let me tell you, VST, Field Track, and Avenger Tractors. Now, those tractors were something that were coming in. We're another new brand into the UK, guys, and I had been chatting with them, and they seem to be a little bit of like, oh well, you know, you're in Northern Ireland. We can't really get one over to you, blah blah blah. But they actually seem pretty keen as well. But now there's somebody in the north selling them, so there might be something there. I don't know. But we're still, the information has been sent over to Deutz. So I'm waiting for them to come back. At this stage, guys, it could be all or nothing. I could end up with 2 tractors. I could end up with none. That is all I know. I know, Pat. Yeah, for food. I will not shoot something I'm not going to eat. I have been in a situation where I was asked to shoot something and I said no because I wasn't going to eat it. You know, I didn't see the point in just shooting something for sport. No, you shoot it to eat it. That's it. And that's what the rule is at Red Branch. The kids are always going to kill bugs. And I says, look, if you kill that, you have to eat it. For the same reason. Because we don't kill for sport. Anywho, thank you for watching, guys. Stay frosty.